Giannis got a ring.
Giannis
Antetokounmpo has a ring.
With a 50 ball, though.
A 50 piece.
With a 50. A clean
That's
50.
crazy.
Which is nuts. But you got to love it.
He closed that joint out. Every time Phoenix went on a little run, here come Giannis.
Yep.
Here come Giannis, though.
Takashi 6'9" and surviving in my dimension. This coherent shit don't stop cause you walk outside of the village, nigga. Headshots. I know some niggas that want me dead, but still I stand. I gotta make hustle and put this.
It's so crazy because Giannis averaged something like 33, 34 points a game. This 33 and 15 or some shit like that.
Yeah.
He's not the best free throw shooter.
At all.
Not the best 3-point shooter.
long
Can't
shot.
shoot the mid-range, but he's shooting 60%.
Hey.
That's domination.
Yeah, fam.
That's like Shaq.
He was a bully in that game. He was a bully in that game and well-deserved MVP, well-deserved NBA champion.
Final series.
What happened?
He got a couple of games over 40 points. So
Yeah.
He's been fucking dogging all series.
The way he's played is super interesting because it's very reminiscent to like 90s basketball.
Yeah.
In a way where it's just like I'm getting to the hole.
Yeah.
I'm a spin and get to the hole. I'm a Euro step and get to the hole. I'm pretty much just focused on getting to the hole. If you force me to shoot a shot, I guess. But like I'm going to the hole. And it's refreshing to watch. I hope that this championship is some kind of a trend to getting back to regular teams.
Yeah.
Like that was very exciting. It was an exciting playoffs being that a lot of the super teams got pushed out early and we got to see 2-man teams again.
Real
You know
teams.
what I mean? Like,
Real
yeah, I'm
teams.
excited for that. I just got done saying in the Brooklyn series, very interestingly enough, like toward the end of that series, how stupid Milwaukee plays.
Yeah.
And for them to correct all of that, like, do y'all remember like all the like ways they could have really like pissed away them wins toward the end and like in fourth
Especially
quarters?
that last game. That game should have been done.
They cleaned a lot of that up, man, and it just that looked like a very different team from what we saw in the Eastern
That
Conference.
seems like, I don't know, man. The Bucks are good, but I don't know if they're going to win much more.
No,
I
we don't need them.
They ain't gonna win again.
And the only reason why I say that is because, the super teams got bounced out early, but the super teams got bounced due to injury.
Sure.
Injury.
I also
you think
add
with a full strength KD, James Harden, and Kyrie Irving on the same team, I don't see Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday shutting that down. Now I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. You give them the champions benefit for sure.
You have to.
They won a chip. They earned it, just like the Lakers earned their bubble championship. I digress. It's going to be a much harder path. I expect Philly to move Ben Simmons. They'll be improved. Obviously, Brooklyn will be back. They'll be better. Atlanta made it farther than I expected them
nigga,
to.
they made it further than they thought they was gonna make it.
With a I'm not gonna say subpar team, but a less talented team than the rest of the playoffs at that time for sure.
They should have beat the Sixers.
Right? Like if they're able to get another dominant ball handling guard on that team with Trae Young and John Collins, I think they thought they had it in Bogdanovich, and he's still a good player, but he's not a difference maker the same way Trae Young is. They need another guy like that. For sure. They need another star. So
Hey, shout out PJ Tucker for beating all of his former Rockets teammates. Kicked out Harden, kicked out Clint Capella. Fucking who else did he play? Chris Paul, and it was somebody else. Trevor Ariza, I guess they threw Ariza in the mix, even though
nuts.
Ariza.
Like nobody would have thought that PJ Tucker would be the guy with a ring at the
Man, imagine your the highest numbered stat that you got on your line is fouls, but you got a chip though. But you got a chip
and some nice sneakers.
Yeah, right. And a hell of a sneaker collection.
Like the job he did on KD in that series, though, like
it can't be understated.
He kind of made me a believer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And all I kept screaming was like, look at all these Rockets pieces that everybody said just couldn't work.
Yeah.
You know
Not
what
together.
I mean? Like, it kind of made me look at James Harden funny, although I love James Harden.
Should have been looking at James Harden.
Yeah, that's probably part of the problem. But it's like, these pieces ain't as bad as they tried to make them look in Houston. You know
And
what
what
I
does
mean?
that
Like,
tell
they
you?
made a lot of them pieces look like we just can't win with these.
Coaching. That's what it comes down to. Coaching, my nigga. If the coach is ass, the coach is ass. No matter how many
it's
stars you have.
coaching, but I even seen D'Antoni, have some success with guys that weren't James Harden. You know what I mean? Look what he did with Steve Nash, Jeremy Lin for a period of time. Like, D'Antoni has a system that works, and it worked for Harden to a certain degree.
You just don't think Harden is.
Yeah, I don't think Harden is that guy. I haven't thought that he was that guy for a while.
Let me ask you this: we saw what happened when Toronto won their championship, right? Mm-hmm. And all the praise that front office got for bringing in, Kawhi, outside of just Kawhi, but Danny Green and the pieces that they knew to get over that hump.
Right.
Yeah.
We saw Milwaukee bring in Drew Holiday, PJ Tucker, a lot of pieces that ended up being exactly what they really prayed they would be, if not more. Like, do you think that the front office for Milwaukee will start getting a lot of that praise and start seeing people coming for something?
Well, you have to. That's just the way of the league, right? So, like, whoever, I don't even know who Milwaukee's GM is.
I don't even know who the head coach is.
We should know by now.
Yeah, I was going to say we should know.
By the end of the week, we're going to know.
That's concerning to me that we don't know already. Though, like, had they just made it to the finals, you still would have had to say, well, look, they brought these pieces in and look what it did. Like, I feel like we should have known already.
I think that has to play a factor, right? You it's not just getting to the finals. You want to chip. Like, you're the hunted now. Yeah. So people are going to try to mimic some aspect of your run, whether it's your team construction, whether it's the moves you made in free agency, whatever it was, whatever formula you put together to win is what people will then start to parody, right? So we've seen that at every stage, whether it was Golden State, whether it was San Antonio, whether it was Lakers, the Heat. Whoever has the driving force at that time for winning is the one that you parody. So as long as they win, people will begin to try to mimic that setting. I feel like in terms of the whole super team thing, they did prove that you can do it without 3 superstars.
Sure.
Right? They definitely proved you can do it without 3 superstars. But is that going to stop somebody from taking the opportunity to put 3 max players on the team if they got it?
Still got to take a chance.
Yeah, you still got to roll the dice on that one. You still got to give it a try.
I don't think that's going to happen.
If 3 superstars want to come to your city and play basketball, you let them come.
Because that kind of thing has been failing or succeeding like for a long ass time. We remember Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce and them playing in Brooklyn.
And Ray Allen.
Jesus, yikes!
That was an experiment. Niggas had tax write-offs to do.
Kobe and Shaq, Karl Malone, Gary Payton.
That was a nasty time.
I don't even understand how they lost that.
A lot of them Sacramento Kings teams.
Nigga.
Pick one. Like,
fucking Chris Webber, Peja Stojakovic, Vlade Divac, Doug Christie. I know their whole lineup because I hated those niggas so much being a Laker fan.
Yo, Doug Christie is more known now for fucking basketball wives than he is.
That's a damn shame.
That's sad.
Now,
and isn't that nigga divorced?
Is he?
Yeah.
He's divorced.
Damn.
Crazy.
That's what makes it worse.
On the other side of the coin, though, with the Phoenix Suns, like, a discussion has to be had about what y'all think is in the future for them guys, right? Because it's something to get that high.
And then just get...
Aside from Chris Paul, because we could probably have that conversation all day, right? But for Devin Booker to reach that height so early in your career, sometimes can be a detriment. Like, sometimes, like, you get there early, you think, I'll be back, all I got to do is hit the gym and work hard. And sometimes you just are never back.
Yeah.
Westbrook, look at Russ.
He's a perfect example of that. But
Russell has never been back to the finals.
Fam. But Devin Booker, that's going to be so much pressure on him because all the comparisons they did to Kobe within the last couple months.
I think that's what began to weigh on his game.
So with him hearing that,
playing and what nobody focusing on him, Devin Booker was heating niggas up every single night. He got inconsistent when y'all start talking that Kobe shit. You know what I mean?
Like, Mama mentality ain't for everybody.
Yeah, first of all, before all of the media people are so fucking fake because before Kobe died, y'all was comparing everybody to LeBron. Everybody was LeBron. Giannis was LeBron. Ben Simmons was LeBron. Luka Doncic is LeBron. Now
Zion.
Rest in peace, Kobe Bean. Now everybody Kobe. Stop doing that shit.
See, that made me, I ain't gonna lie, that made me mad sitting at home because God rest the dead, I'm not a Kobe fan. I never have been. I'm a LeBron stan to the heart. So y'all remember when Kobe and LeBron was alive and well and at their heights, it was either or. You didn't get to have it.
It wasn't both.
Sure.
So I spent a lot of my time, I respected Kobe and knew he was great, but I spent a lot of my time finding my ways to hate.
I hated LeBron James every minute until he became a Laker.
As you said. But it's just like, it's one of those things to, as being on the other side of that fence and loving LeBron and going from now, perfect example. I hated seeing Dwight Howard wear Kobe shoes on the floor. I just hated
Yeah,
I'm
that
sorry.
irritated my soul.
It's
That irritated my soul. For
I
sure.
hated it. And it's just like, bro, we can't Mamba mentality everybody. Some people, Kyrie Irving's, like, some people are supposed to be under that tree.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
stop
White,
putting
you ain't
yourself
it.
under a tree you
Yeah,
don't belong
fam.
under. Like,
Yeah.
some of y'all
Know your
belong.
lane.
Some of y'all is LeBron's kids. And y'all need to go head home.
No, that's a fact.
Yeah.
Here's the real question. Now that Giannis has won a ring, where does he rank? What does this do for Giannis?
How do you not say Giannis is the best player in the NBA today?
Because he's not.
He's not.
Today?
No.
How?
I'm
Just
so
because he
glad
won?
to be here, though.
Just because he won?
I love a good disagreement.
Giannis, today. I'm not saying he
Today.
has been.
The
I
day
didn't
after
say
the
last
championship.
season. Right. I'm saying
As we stand
he's
here.
walking around with the Finals MVP
Because he has the
where he
MVP
just
trophy.
averaged
He has the
33
Larry
points a
O'Brien in
game
his hand, and now
the
he's
finals.
what,
He
top
had a
5?
50 ball in the closeout.
So now
I
he's
think I
top
can tell
5.
you how.
With less.
With,
So now he's
I
top-
was say with less than anybody
So
who's
he's top
won a
5.
championship.
You wanna go or you want me?
probably
You
in
got
the
it, you
last
got it.
3,
No, you
4,
got it.
5 years.
You know what? I think I can tell you how he's not the greatest player.
Yeah.
And I'm a LeBron guy. I think LeBron is the greatest player of all time. It's not time for
we
that.
can't do that. Yeah,
we can't do that here today. But I'll tell you why I think he can't be the greatest player today. Because if Kevin Durant wore a size 17 instead of a size 23 shoe, we might not be here.
But dog,
if that turnaround jumper,
we'd all be drunk as well.
That's a
Sure.
what
So
if.
that's
a
a what if.
sure, but
The known factor is that Giannis
He's
is
an
walking
NBA
around
champion
with a Larry O'B
off a 50-point game.
off the 50 ball.
Off a 150 piece.
Today, until somebody comes out and proves that they're better than him, it's the same thing that happened with Kevin Durant. Right? Kevin Durant wins in 17 and 18. Who's batting? Oh, excuse me. Was it? No, it was 17. It was 17. 18 was Kawhi.
Yeah.
Right? So he wins in 17. Who's saying that Kevin Durant's not the best player walking the planet?
Niggas are still discrediting Kevin Durant. Niggas are still discrediting Kevin Durant. While giving this man Giannis, they are still discrediting Kevin
But
Durant.
you know why though?
Because he jumped
fucking
teams.
That's why. Like nobody likes him.
Exactly. Nobody likes him.
I don't like it.
But-
He just got punked by Bam Adebayo, nigga, for the Olympic photo shoot. He just hold his ass. Don't nobody. That's literally what happened. That's not what
So
happened.
Kevin Durant
Niggas
went
don't
to a
respect
team
Kevin.
With Harden and Russell Westbrook, left that team, went to a team with Steph Curry and Clay, left that team, went to a team with Kyrie.
Oh, he's always
and
had
Harden.
good teams, but LeBron James had the team before he left Cleveland, had the number 1 record in the East, right? He had Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh for 2 of those championships.
Dwayne Wade and half of Chris Bosh.
Yeah.
Half of Chris Bosh.
I'm sorry, what?
Chris Bosh was
Dwayne Wade
going.
and half of
Come
Chris
on,
Yeah.
man, don't do that. to
Bosh
Chris
had a heart murmur.
Don't do that to Chris Bosh.
He had a heart murmur.
They wouldn't have won that chip without Bosh.
Nah.
They would not have beaten San Antonio any times if they didn't have Chris Bosh.
You got it.
And then comes to the Lakers, and now he got Anthony Davis. So, like, the whole thing of, well, you had great teams. Everybody's had a great team. Everybody ain't have a great team and then go win a championship.
Everybody but Giannis, which to your point. So,
Yeah.
it's hard for me to say he's the best player today because you make a great point. I mean, he just walked off a 50-point floor with both the trophies.
We can talk about it again. At the
That's
start
what
of
you
next
play
season.
for. That's
But
what you play for.
Today, he gotta be top dog.
He was the best player on the floor.
He
You can't
and he
deny that.
earned it too. He stayed in Milwaukee. He stayed down. He kept reworking it, or
He
they
did it the
kept
hard
reworking
way.
the team. He did it the hard
Overcame
way.
bad free throw shooting.
Yeah.
What he overcame?
What he went? It went
His free throws
14
are still
for 15
trash.
In the
That
last
was
game.
15 for 16.
Nigga, his free throws are still trash. Fuck out of here.
He was doing good during the season though. It was just when he got to the playoffs where it started fucking.
1, 2,
Yeah, no, that shit is nuts.
He
The
got
fact
it.
that it takes
5
him that
Mississippi,
long.
6 Mississippi, 10.
He got to fix that in the offseason. I'm not even joking.
He got to cut that
I
out.
know this is for
Little bit.
YouTube, but this is not a joke.
Yeah,
He gotta
cut that
fix
shit
it.
out. Cut that shit out.
I think I saw even Milwaukee roll their eyes in a couple of home games.
I mean,
like
you got to.
he got to fix it. He's got to fix it.
Yeah, fam.
Hey man, as long as them bitches going in, you take 20 years, dog. Hit them.
All right.
Hit them joints. We'll talk about the rest later.
You go ahead, Mr. Antetokounmpo.
Hey, where y'all going? Where y'all going?
Thanks for watching another Back of the Bus Squad episode. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
Want to check out another episode related to this? Go ahead and click that video to the left.
If you want to catch up on some of our other episodes, make sure you click the playlist below.